All right. Hello, guys. You're welcome to our channel today. We want to be talking about something that will help you during this second wave of pandemic, this lockdown that is everywhere right now. How can you avoid breakups during this lockdown period? In the light of global pandemic, everyone and everything, as we all know, are falling apart. People are actually facing a lot of challenges on a daily basis. So we have seen that relationships are suffering. A lot of people are going through breakups because now they get to know this is who my partner is. This is the kind of attitude or behavior that they put up. And a lot of people are getting so bored with your partner right now, and they want to put a stop to whatever challenges you're going through. Well, I say to you guys, this is not the time for breakup. While marriages and married couples and children and all the distance relationship may be going through the strain right now, I don't think it is a good thing for anyone to get in and break up, except for some specific special reasons due to violence or abuse of some sort. But if you are going through any major challenge, I understand it can be difficult to stay on a lockdown with your partner and in your house throughout the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and months and months and months is counting down. I understand that all these lockdown related relationship problems are making it hard for couples to move on together. I understand how this affects a lot of people. But here, I want to share with you how you can avoid a breakup during a lockdown if you intend to do so. The first thing you want to look at is to be patient. Yes, you gotta be patient. I understand a lot of people take patience for granted, but patience is the key to everything. While you may not think it is possible to be patient, it is the only thing that can help you out of these critical times. All right, it's very important that we take advantage of the ability, the opportunity to be patient with our spouse. Whether you are living with your partner or you are in a long distance relationship, you must learn to endure every situation. All right, because this is the sure way that you can get things better. Now, I know things are hard, but you must have faith in your relationship and let it flow out its own way. In other words, let the patience and the understanding between you and your spouse, let it flow naturally. Okay? Allow patience. Another thing you want to do in this period of pandemic to avoid breakups in your relationship is spacing your partner. That means allow space. Space is important. Your partner has his own space. You as a person, you have your own space. As your children also have their own space. We must allow space. Let me explain something to you. For any relationship to fail well, one must learn to give their partner the space that they need, the freedom that they need. Insecurity has become one of the major relationship problems during the lockdown, so which has forced couples to invade each other's privacy, each other's spaces, let me put it that way, each other's freedom. However, that should not be a problem to you if you understand what I'm trying to say on this. Every individual, whether you are in a relationship or not, must have their freedom to choose what they want to do. Whatever your partner have chosen to do or be or have, they have the choice, they have the right, they have the willingness to do. Then leave them to it. Allow them to choose. Allow them to make that decision by themselves. Allow them to be who they want to be, unless they are not being loyal or they are not being disloyal. All right. So we have to encourage each other in that prospect of freedom. Now, another thing you want to bring into your relationship, you want to practice, which I do practice, is communication. Do not forget to communicate. Another word I will put there is do not neglect communication. A lot of people neglect communicating with their spouse. Communicating with your partner is the best way to avoid bad phases in your relationship. Now, listen to this. Often, we refrain from talking to or discussing our problem with our spouse, with our loved ones, right? Fearing that they might not understand what we're trying to communicate. But you must try. Keep trying, never giving up, never neglecting. It's very important. You never know what your partner might just say, or how the partner may respond that will surprise you. So this only will not be something that will help you in your problems, but it will strengthen the bond between you and your spouse. So I want to encourage you to learn to practice communication. Engage in talking with your spouse. Another thing again that you want to practice in this period of time of the pandemic is to focus on your relationship more than you do on social media. I understand everyone is on lockdown, and this lockdown has taken our attention away from our relationship to social media activities. I understand that we just feel bored. We feel lonely sometimes, so we want to engage ourselves on social media to kill the time, right? But you see, in this practice, have actually caused a lot of home to go through breakups. A lot of marriages go through breakups because by ignoring our partners, might just shift from our we actually, without knowing, whether intentional or not intentional, we just shift our relationship from bad to worse. Our relationship moves from bad to worse once we start creating that atmosphere of ignoring our spouse. So to avoid that, it is a must that we try to prioritize our partners before anything else. It's very important. Then another thing you want to practice during these lockdown measures is honesty and transparency. Believe it or not, this lockdown, when one partner is away from the other and haven't met for quite a long time, there will be some pop-up questions about the honesty and the love that you have for each other. So what? I want to encourage you to be honest and transparent during this period. It will actually stabilize your relationship. All right, it will increase the love in your relationship. But if you don't walk in transparency, if you don't walk in honesty, what will happen is you are speeding up the process of breakup, and it will bring unstableness into your relationship. And you know what that can lead to? Breakup, of course. So it's very important. Then another thing you want to practice, let me say this so you understand. If you are together, I want you to engage in fun activities. This is very important. You have to practice this in this period of lockdown. If you and your partners are together, engage in fun activities. Why many are away from their partners? Many are finding it extremely difficult to live together during this lockdown. If I were you, what I would do is to engage in activities that are fun together with my partner. Plan a candlelight dinner, whatever date you want to do, or do a home movie, watch movie together. Cuddle together, sit in the couch or something, light some candles around you and watch some nice movie. Do something, man. Do something to encourage your spouse. Just get some loving thing going between you. Be creative. Do something out of the ordinary that will not only uplift your spirit, but also enhance the love between your partner, between you two. It's very important. Then the last thing I want to talk about today that you need to practice is to express your love for one another once in a while. Learn to express your love for one another. Now, I know testing may be a little bit, calling often and testing may be a little bit boring and also annoying sometimes. Some of us are not good in testing and calling, but do it once in a while to show your love. Do it in a romantic way. Send that message in a romantic way. I mean, do it once in a while. I mean, this is a way, this subtle way of doing it will will put someone on a brighter light instead of them getting annoyed or offended by you. So these things are very practicable in this period of lockdown. So I understand it's tough. I understand it's been difficult. But you know what? If you will practice these things I've shared with you today, sure enough, you'll be glad and you will have an amazing relationship with your spouse during the lockdown and after the lockdown. You'll be having fun every day. Thanks, guys. I believe you enjoyed this video. Now, if you have been watching us for the first time, I want you to hit the subscribe button and do not forget to click the bell notification button so you will not miss anything that we have to offer. Again, in the next couple of hours is gonna be 2021. I want to say Happy New Year to you if you'll be watching this in 2021, and I know it's gonna be an amazing year for you. I'll see you again in another video. Until then, Happy New Year. Stay blessed.